Okay, I think we're going to start today with a little bit of seated warm-up. So finding a nice, comfortable seat. And then bring your legs out in front. So you can rest back on your hands if you want to, whatever's comfortable for you. And taking some rotations with our ankles. And then taking that the other way. Take one hand under one leg, doesn't matter which leg, bend and straighten a few times. And then rotate the lower leg. And the other way. And then allow that leg to come out in front. Hover it just off the earth and take a few tiny circles with your hip. So this should feel quite strong. And then the other way. And then pop the leg down. Swap sides. So take the other leg, bend and straighten a few times. And then take some circles with the lower leg. And the other way. And then bring the leg out in front, allow it to hover and take a few circles from the hip. And the other way. Lovely. And then come to sit cross-legged if that's comfortable for you. Just allow hands to relax where it's comfortable for a minute. Bring chin to chest. And then take your head around in a nice big circle. Easing in the neck. And then when you come to the center at the bottom, taking the head in the other direction. And then when you come to the center at the bottom, bringing your head back up through the midline. Bring your hands to rest on top of your shoulders. Take elbows around in a nice big circle. Just really working into those shoulder joints. And then taking them the other way. Nice big circles. Allow that to relax. Bring hands out in front. Clasp your hands together and then reach away. So you're reaching out in front of you and you're pulling your shoulder blades apart. So it's like you're trying to pull your shoulder blades as far away from each other as possible. See if you can breathe into that space that you've created. On an exhale, relax. Bring your hands behind you, roll your shoulders back, open your chest, pull your hands down towards the earth behind you. And then if you want to, you can also start to lift your hands up. The important thing is that you're pulling them away. So this is stretching out the front of our chest. And then allow that to relax. Come from here over to all fours. And we're going to start with some cat stretches. So drop the belly and inhale as you look up. And then arch the back and exhale as you look down. So keep this going, work with your breath. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And then on your next exhale, coming to a flat back. And you're going to inhale, you're going to lift your left hand and your right leg up behind. So flexing the right foot, pushing the sole of the foot away from you, reaching away with your right fingertips. Trying to keep right shoulder blade down your back. So some of you will stay here. Some of you might want to bring the hand around and see if you can connect with the foot. This is quite a challenge for the balance. And then wherever you are, bring the hand and the leg back down to the earth. And then swap sides. So you're lifting right leg, left leg and right hand. Reaching the right fingertips away. Pushing the sole of the left foot away from you. And again, some of you might want to stay here, and that's absolutely fine. This is challenging enough in itself. Or you might want to bring the hand around and connect the hand to the foot. And then from wherever you are on an exhale, bring everything back down to the mat. Tuck your toes underneath. And on an inhale, lift your tailbone up towards the sky, coming up to downward dog. And when you get there, walking the dog, so pushing your heels away one at a time, stretching out backs of your legs, stretching out your hamstrings, calf muscles. And then on an inhale, walk your feet towards your hands so you end up in a forward fold. Just relax head and neck here. Bring your hands, clasp your elbows. Relax here and hang for a few breaths. And then release the clasp on the elbows. And on an inhale, wide stretch all the way up to come up to standing. And exhaling, bringing your hands back to your sides. Okay, we're going to move through a few different sun salute sequences today. So come to the front of your mat, finding Samastiti, nice equal standing. So feet are either together or hip width apart. Grounding down through your feet, lifting up through the crown of your head, shoulder blades down your back. So the first sun salute we're going to look at is sun salute A. It's probably the most basic of the three we're going to do. Just going to inhale, wide stretch, reach. Exhale, wide stretch, chest bleeds, nice and strong through your center as you fold forwards. Inhale, come to the tabletop, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands on the earth, obviously bend knees as much as you need to. Step back to plank. Drop your knees to the earth if you want to, and keep your elbows in close and lower all the way down to the earth. Tuck your tailbone, push your pubic bone into the earth, and then on an inhale, push your hands, come up to cobra. So cobra can be right down here if that's what's right for your back. From here, tuck your toes back underneath. Push into the hands, come through all fours if you want to lift tailbone and come to downward dog. Adjust your feet when you get to downward dog. So you might want to step your feet forwards to create that nice inverted V shape. We're going to take a few breaths here. So this time, heels push down towards the earth. Feet are about hip width apart. Try and relax your head and neck. On an inhale, step your feet to your hands, come to a tabletop flat back. Bend knees here if you need to. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, wide stretch, nice and strong through the center as you come all the way up to standing. And then exhaling, hands to your sides. So we're going to do that twice more, slightly faster. Inhaling, wide stretch, reach. Exhale, wide stretch, chest leads, fold forwards. Bend knees if you need to. Inhale for tabletop. Exhale, plant your hands on the earth, step back to plank, keep elbows in close, drop knees if you want to, lower down. Inhale, tuck tailbone, come to cobra. Exhale to downward dog. Adjust your feet when you get there. Relax head and neck. Heels push down towards the earth. On an inhale, step your feet to your hands, come to tabletop. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhaling, wide stretch, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to your sides. Last sun salute A. Inhaling, wide stretch to reach up. Exhale, wide stretch, chest leads, fold forwards. Inhale for tabletop. Exhale, plant your hands on the earth, step back to plank and lower all the way down. Inhale, tuck tailbone, come to cobra. Exhale to downward dog. Adjust your feet, tailbone lifts. Shoulder blades down your back, relax head and neck. Nice even breath. On an inhale, step or jump to tabletop. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhaling, wide stretch, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your sides. Okay, lovely. Right, we're going to move through a classical sun salute now. We'll probably do about 3 or 4 of these. So we're going to inhale, wide stretch, reach. Exhale again, wide stretch, fold forwards. And inhale, come to a tabletop flat back. Exhale, step back with your right foot, drop your knee to come to a low lunge. And then inhale, wide stretch, reach up, hands come up overhead. If they need to be on your hips or at cactus arms, that's also fine. Take a few breaths here, feeling the stretch through the right hip flexor. Exhale, hands come down either side of your front foot. Step back to plank. Drop knees if you need to, and then lower all the way to the earth. On an inhale, come to cobra. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale, lift your left foot up behind. And then exhale, sweep that foot all the way through to come back to your low lunge. Inhale, wide stretch, bring hands up overhead. Exhale, bring both hands down either side of your front foot. And then inhale, leave your right hand planted, lift your left hand up to come to a lunge twist. So try to stack your hands if you can, really opening the chest. Exhale, bring your left hand down beside your front foot. Inhale, step your right foot to meet your left. Exhale here. And then inhaling, wide stretch, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your sides. Other leg. Inhaling, wide stretch, reach. Exhale, wide stretch, nice and strong through the center of your body, fold forwards. Inhale for tabletop. Exhale, step back with your left leg. Drop the knee to the floor. And then inhale to come up to runner's lunge. So again, hands can be on the hips or in cactus if that's where they need to be. Try and keep your shoulder blades down your back. Really sinking into the left hip flexor. Exhale, bring both hands down beside your front foot. Step back to plank as you inhale. And then exhale, lower all the way down, dropping knees if you need to. Inhale for cobra. Exhale for downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind. And then exhale, sweep the leg all the way forwards again to come to runner's lunge. Inhale, lift your hands, come up. Options for hands on the hips or for cactus arms. Nice, even breath. Exhale, bring your hands down either side of your front foot. Leave your left hand planted. And then inhale, open the right hand up, twisting to the right hand side. Really opening the chest, trying to stack the arms. Get a nice even breath if you can. And then exhale, bring your right hand back down to the earth. Inhale, bring your left foot to meet your right foot. Come to a tabletop flat back, bending knees if you need to. Exhale to fold forwards. And then inhaling, wide stretch, come all the way up to that. Exhale, hands to sides. Okay, we'll take a look at sun salute B now. So all of these are about building upper body strength. They're about building leg strength, and they're really good for hip flexibility. So really good if we've been sitting down a lot. So we're going to start here with knees bent. And you're going to inhale, reach up, and you're going to come to Utkatasana or chair pose. Exhale, wide stretch, fold forward, straighten legs as much as you're able to. Inhale, come to tabletop. Exhale, plant your hands on the earth. Step back to plank. Drop knees if you need to, lower all the way down. Inhale for cobra. And exhale to downward dog. So we're not going to stay in downward dog, so we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up behind. Exhale, sweep the foot forwards, and then you're going to drop the left heel to the earth. So the left foot comes to about a 45-degree angle. Your front toes are facing forwards. And then you're going to inhale, wide stretch, push into the foot, come up, hands come up overhead to come to warrior one. So make sure you've got a nice right angle or less with the front leg. Back edge of the back foot is connecting into the earth. Nice and strong through both sides of the body. Shoulder blades stay down your back. Exhale, bring your hands down either side of your front foot. Step back to plank. And lower all the way down to the earth. Inhale, come to cobra. Exhale to downward dog. You're going to inhale, lift your left leg up behind. And then exhale, step the foot all the way forwards. Drop the right heel to the earth, so the right foot is about 45 degrees. And then inhale, wide stretch, push into the foot, come all the way up to warrior one on the other side. So check you've got a right angle or less again with the front foot. Shoulder blades down the back. Gazing up towards the hands if that works for your neck, otherwise looking straight ahead. Exhale, bring both hands down either side of your front foot. Step back to plank. Drop knees if you want to, lower all the way down to the earth. Inhale, come to cobra. And then exhale, come to downward dog. We're going to take a few breaths in this downward dog. So adjust your feet. Tailbone lifts towards the sky. Head and neck relaxed. Shoulder blades down your back. On an inhale, step your feet towards your hands, come to a tabletop flat back. Exhale to fold forwards. Bend your knees. Nice big bend with the knees. And then inhale, reach up to come to Utkatasana. I'm going to take a few breaths here in Utkatasana. So really sitting down into your chair. Try and tuck your tailbone and lift your chest. The whole time keeping your shoulder blades down your back. I know this gets really strong really quickly. Couple more breaths. Inhale, stand up. And then exhale, bring your hands down by your sides. Give everything a bit of a shake. Oh. If it's anything like as hot there as it is here, that was quite hard work. Okay, bring your feet so they're a little bit wider than mat width apart. We're going to inhale, wide stretch, reach both hands up. And then exhale, squat down, bringing your elbows, if you can, to the insides of your thighs. So we will all be in very different positions here. Don't worry if you can't get your heels to the earth, that's very normal. Try and keep shoulder blades down your back. Couple more breaths. And then if you can, see if you can sit gracefully down onto your mat. Easier said than done, I know. And then you're going to come and lay flat on your back. Bringing your hands down by your sides. Heels up close to your buttocks and feet are hip width apart. Make sure your shoulder blades down your back, chin slightly tucked. And then you're going to inhale and peel your vertebrae up off the floor one at a time. And then as you exhale, you're going to lower one at a time back down to the earth. So keep going with this, work with your own breath. Inhaling, lifting. And exhaling, lowering. And if you want to, you can add your arms into this movement. So you inhale and you lift and you bring both hands up overhead, back so the hands come down towards the earth. And then you exhale and you lower, bringing your hands back down to your sides. So the hands is an additional option if that feels right. This is opening right the way up through the front of the body. So again, really working into those hip flexors. The hip flexors are those muscles that can get really tight if we sit down a lot. And sometimes really tight hip flexors can contribute to back problems. So it's really good to be doing things that open the hip flexors, especially stretching them out, sending them in the other directions to where they are when we're sat down. So the next time you lift, if you want to, you can lift and hold. And it's up to you whether you want to bring your hands up overhead while you lift and hold, or whether you want your hands to be down by your sides while you lift and hold. Whatever you do, make sure that your feet are firmly planted into the floor. You're really pushing the floor away with your feet. You've got nice strong thighs, nice strong glutes, and that your knees aren't dropping out to the side. So you want to imagine that you're holding something between your knees. Obviously you can stay with the lifting and the lowering if that's preferable. If that's better for your back, that's absolutely fine. So from wherever you are now, gently lower yourself back down to the earth. And then when you're back down on the earth, bring your knees into your belly for a knee hug. You can rock side to side if you want to. You can rock backwards and forwards. You might find some tight spots in your lower back that it feels nice to move into. A little bit of self-care, a little bit of self-love. And then bring your feet back to the mat and bring your legs back out in front of you, allowing your feet to drop out to the side. Hands down by your sides, palms facing up towards the sky. Shoulder blades down your back. And rest in Shavasana, relaxation. Taking a deep breath in. And then a nice deep exhale, blowing everything out through your mouth. Deep breath in through your nose. And then sigh the breath out through your mouth. One last time, really let go of any tension. Inhaling through your nose. And then sighing the breath out through your mouth. Really let go, really relax. Feel tension easing out of your body. Allow your body to be held and to be supported by the earth. Allow yourself these next few moments to simply be. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring your hands overhead and allow yourself a lovely fingertip to toe tip stretch. Just be aware of anything that's around you. And then in your own time, finding your way to one side to rest in the recovery position. And then finding your way up to seated. Bringing hands up overhead in the prana mudra, so palms open towards the sky. Bringing hands together overhead to the crown of your head, to your third eye for wisdom and clarity of thought, to your lips and then your throat for peace and love in all that we say, and to your heart space to love unconditionally. So thank you all for sharing today's virtual practice. Namaste.